Okay, now we're starting Link's epic adventure, starting to go save Princess Zelda again, and the 7 Maidens. But doesn't seem to make you feel like you're... Just for a minute though, this feels more like a Super Mario World style. Just look at it, like these are the 3 sections we have to go to, but we can't advance there yet until we clear the stage we're in first. It doesn't really matter though. There's every section we go to, there'll always be another. There'll be 3 stages in one little section we have to clear. I'll get as far as the first Maiden for today. Link, you must awaken, Link. And now we're gonna go see Kaibora Gaibora. You did see the last clip that I mentioned he first appeared in Ocarina of Time. Ooh, at last you're awake, Link. I'm Kaibora Gaibora. Mine is the voice you've been hearing since you left the Forest Surge Sanctuary. It makes sense that you watch the last clip because near the end, right before we come up on the title screen, he says that we're the destiny to save the 7 Maidens and, of course, Princess Zelda. Mine is the voice you've been hearing since you left the Forest Surge Sanctuary. I know you're worried about finding Vaati, but you must not act rashly. Find the 6 Shrine Maidens and Princess Zelda, and you will also find Vaati. As for the Dark Shadow, let's call him Shadowling. That one is up to no good. Your sword is weak, but you can restore its power by infusing it with Force Gems. First I'm gonna gather the 4 of you. Once one with the L button or Y button. I must fly, but we will meet again on the road ahead. And just like what he said though, for this game now, instead of getting rupees like we do in the Legend of Zelda games, this one we have to collect Force Gems, and mostly though, for every level you have to collect like 2,000 to advance on them, to advance them to the next stage, because when you get to the end of the level, we'll find them of these weird little eye things that we have to destroy, and if you don't have your sword powered up, then that means you have to start the whole level again. But apparently though, but if you do end up starting over again, then once you finally do get enough Force Gems, you'll finally be sent back to the end of the level again. Alright, let's move on. That next part is not so important, it's just saying that we have to advance to the arrows, but I don't see any option. Look, I can just walk in between and still appear in the next area, no problem. I don't know why, Nintendo. That doesn't make any sense, Nintendo. Why did you put that in the final version of the game? Walk right into the arrows like, yeah, no shit, you think we know that? Anyway, though, there's also... let's go into this house right over here. And as you see, it just popped up like a little box. It's like this, though. Though you need the Game Boy Advance to play this game with, because once you enter a house or a dungeon or something like that, it comes up on the screen. Anyway, I never seen you lads in these parts before. I'm spending my retirement teaching my grandkids and all about formations. You may not believe me, but I'm a former castle guard, a professional adventurer. Formations are the key to working together and performing great deeds. If you're interested in learning about it, go into the backyard. Let's do it, because if we do this, we'll finally get we'll get a few Force Gems for doing this job. Okay, we'll get started. Once you're standing in the field on the left. This one right over here. Now we start going into... Okay, looks like you're ready to get started. I'm going to drill you boys into the art of formations and wait, hold it. I guess I better explain how this all works first. I'll yell out the name of a formation. You will press the L or Y buttons to form it. That's it. If you hear a formation, I'm gonna name, but don't know which it is, watch my grandkids. Alright, here we go. Box. This one. Good, next. Y. Good, next. Long. Good, last one. Cross. That's enough. That's the end of the drill. I'll give you some Force Gems for all the hard work you've done. No matter where you go about what you do, remember your formations. Your safety is my number one concern. Our number one concern. Funny. It's like we die, and he's like, oh no, I told you my safety was my number one concern. Yeah, no shit. I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just doing some ridiculous stuff while doing this walkthrough. I'm kind of risking this walkthrough because I know right now they're making it allowed to start streaming video games. But after this one though, I promise I won't be doing walkthroughs ever again. They're gonna keep it up. But there's also a petition going on, so it might be my last, it might not be, who knows. And although we're just going inside this cave now and getting ourselves a boomerang, it comes in handy because, as you see, once I close it, there's a force gem right there. And then, as you see, there's actually another one over here, but it's kind of being blocked by the health meter as well. Then we just go... It's kind of hard to get, though. You have to do it in a diagonal style. Oh, there we go. We got it. And as you see, there's two more over here that we can nab as well. And then there's a big one underwater over here, but the only problem is we have to somehow swim over there to get that one. We will though eventually, don't worry. And I destroyed a sign. Why did I do that? You may never know, signs have some really important stuff. Anyway though, the first thing you want to do is get this key. And we just come over here, go inside this house. Oh, thank goodness, that stupid door is really getting on my nerves. It never occurred to me that someone might have locked it from the outside. I'm convinced it was some of that shadowy boy, the one who looks just like you. Strange things are happening everywhere these days. You boys watch yourselves. I started working out so I could do something about all these artifacts out front. And then this big rock that you see right over here, this one has to be grabbed while having the boys in box formation. And now we got the fire rod, which is a freaking rad item. Like you'll see a little later though, the only way it can be done, is if you tried oh shit. There's a big force gem right there. I did not see that one before. That's okay, I'll come back for that one later. And though you burn this tree stump right over here, a bunch of force gems fly right out. And the main reason why, and now you have to burn the grass, and a bunch of force gems come out of the grass, but they only stay there for a limited amount of time. Same as right over here. A few more force gems. Now we just want to throw this rock, and then a secret passage opens up. Now we just go into it. A little secret dungeon thing right over here. Hit the switch. Go down here. Get ourselves another force gem for 20 rupees. So far we're up at 500, but we need another 1500 for once we get to the end of the level. But don't worry. I forgot to mention as well, there's also formation shortcuts you can do as well. Just by holding down the L button and then just pressing whatever on the control stick. It can even be done just by using the C stick separate. So there you go. Like, even as well, we'll see a guy a little later in this level, and he'll show us how to do the shortcuts as well. Alright. Oh, yay! Rating Force Gems! Yeah, strangely enough though, this is like the very first game where we see both big and small Force Gems. Actually, no, I think we also see them in Four Swords. I don't know. But it depends on the size, it depends if it's big or small, and it also depends on what color they are. A small one will be, a small one is like your normal rupee, green. Blue one, 5, red one, 20, purple one, 50, just like Ocarina of Time. But then there's big green ones that are worth 100, big blue ones that are worth 150, big red ones worth 200, and then big purple ones worth 300. And now we're just meeting Tingle now. Huh? You say Tingle? Oh, that outfit, that aura. It's the fairy that Tingle has dreamed of. It's you! Oh, Mrs. Fairy, you coming to my rescue has left me overcome with emotion. The main reason why there's annoying sounds is just those damn guards on the bridge. Let me thank you by sharing some thrilling Tingle news with you. The oats of Tingle-esque in my past and my collecting fortunes is all the rage now. I'm just gonna skip this dialogue because it's boring. And now he says his old little tingle tingle kalulu pop. Actually, no, it's over here. There's a waterfall coming up. You'll see. Then we just have to climb up the ladder here, and then we'll go into a cave. Yeah, a few more force gems, and we just exit out here. Now there'll be a switch over here, but don't activate it just yet. First off, though, you'll want to get Link right over here. You'll see why in a minute. Link, now make him land. Now make Link just stand right here, and then switch to this one. Then activate the switch. As you see, now you can get all the force gems, and you don't have to worry about Tingle nabbing them, because Tingle will nab rupees on the screen if you take too long. That's the only problem with Tingle in this game. He'll be a jerk and take your force gems if you don't want him to move quickly. Okay, first off, yeah, there's caves right behind the waterfall, in case you're wondering, how the heck are you getting inside there? Just activate all, just make them a 4 links stand right here. Well, look at you guys right there. I'll say the 4 of you. You're brothers or friends, is that it? So listen up, I'm real particular about friends. Friends don't always have to be doing the same thing, you know. True friends can do their own things and still work things out together. Just press the X or control pad to check up on your friends. And when you want with your friends again, press the L or Y button. Sounds nice, doesn't it? I gotta get some friends of my own. It's a little different with the Game Boy control, if you're playing it with the Game Boy, because it's select to separate them, the 4 links, and then after that, you just have to press the L button to bring them back together again. Now, as you see, once you activate this switch, you can only make one of the links stand there, and then you can just bring one of them across, and then call them back together again with the Y button. Yeah, I use the X and Y buttons for me, though. Since I'm using the GameCube controller, of course. Alright, now we got the sword powered up. I'll try and get through this whole level as quick as possible. Like, I can record more than 15 minutes now, like if you did see the last video, but I try my best to still record them, I still try and record it to 15 minutes, because if I record more than that, I'm afraid I'll lose all the audio, and then after that, you guys will be all wondering about. And then